Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for today, the voice of basketball in France, Monsieur Georges Eddy.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, ni hao. My name is Georges Eddy, and my real job, I am a basketball commentator for French television on Canal Plus for the last 34 years. But today, your host for this magnificent show. I am very honored that FIBA gave me the chance to be here and to assist in honoring all these legends. Most of them I have followed during their career. I hope all your mobile phones are on silent mode now. Please note that we will provide simultaneous translation in Chinese on Channel 1, in English on Channel 2, in French on Channel 3, Spanish on Channel 4, Arabic on Channel 7. You can find the headsets on your tables. We are pleased to see so many guests, so many familiar faces, so many famous faces from almost 170 countries represented in this room. By being here, you are paying tribute to the honorable Hall of Famers who will be inducted today. Now, please, let's welcome on stage President Mr. Horacio Muratori from Argentina for his opening remarks. Welcome.
Estimados amigos, colegas, aficionados, estimados invitados, es un honor para mí darles la más cordial bienvenida de parte de la FIBA y su fundación, y especialmente a los miembros de la clase 2019 del FIBA Hall of Fame y sus respectivas familias. Bienvenida a mis colegas del Buró Central, bienvenida a la Asociación China de Baloncesto y a su presidente Yao Ming. Bienvenida a los socios y patrocinadores de la FIBA, bienvenida a todas nuestras federaciones nacionales. La clase 2019 es una clase especial. Tenemos jugadores y entrenadores excepcionales de 11 países. Para algunos de ellos es la primera vez que serán representados en el Hall of Fame de FIBA. El alcance global y la popularidad del juego del básquetbol es cada vez más grande y ustedes, los hoy homenajeados, son parte de este éxito y se merecen nuestro agradecimiento por su devoción y pasión por nuestro deporte. Asimismo, queremos agradecer el trabajo enorme que realizaron las federaciones nacionales que ustedes hoy representan. Este año, ya estoy emocionado, es también muy especial para mí, ya que vamos a entronizar el primer miembro de la llamada generación dorada de Argentina. Generación que nació, se desarrolló y triunfó durante mi presidencia en la Confederación Argentina de Básquetbol. Me refiero a uno de mis mejores amigos, Fabricio Oberto, Perdónenme en esta mención, pero la quise poner porque se debe al orgullo que me produce en este momento por Fabricio, amigo. Aprovechando la ocasión, también quiero destacar que un miembro del Hall of Fame es presente hoy, nuestro colega y amigo Ruperto Herrera Tavió. Por acá lo veo, aquí está. Él es miembro del Hall of Fame, pero le ha sido entregada recientemente la Orden Olímpica que a poca gente le da el Comité Olímpico Internacional. Felicitaciones, Ruperto. También quiero agradecer a Oscar Smith, miembro del Hall of Fame, obviamente, por acompañarnos hoy con su querida esposa. Bienvenido. Y por supuesto a dos personas, a Janet Arcain y a José Piculín Ortiz. No es que los ponga por arriba de los otros, sino que hay un sentido, que es que hoy serán intronizados en el Hall of Fame, pero quiero agradecerles por todo su apoyo mientras fui presidente de FIBA América. Gracias a los dos. El FIBA Hall of Fame se creó en el año 2007. Uno de los principales criterios de selección es que los candidatos han representado a sus países. Muchos de ellos han coleccionado títulos y medallas, lógicamente uno más que otros. Lo que sí todos ellos tienen en común, y de esto estoy seguro, es su amor al juego, la voluntad de sobresalir y vivir para el ejemplo, ser modelos y héroes para sus posteriores generaciones. Por eso les quiero agradecer nuevamente. En las próximas 2 semanas seremos testigos de cuánto talento existe a través del mundo. La FIBA World Cup es el mejor escenario de un juego verdaderamente global. Nacerán nuevas estrellas, nuevos países brillarán y, por supuesto, las potencias tradicionales intentarán defender sus posiciones. Por último, me gustaría agradecer a la Fundación Internacional de Básquetbol y a su presidente, el Sheikh Al-Thani, por recibirnos hoy. Como ustedes ya lo saben, la Fundación se ocupa también de los programas humanitarios, sociales y educativos de la FIBA bajo el lema Basketball for Good. Les deseo a todos un almuerzo agradable y grandes momentos en este gran país de Chile. Nada más y muchas gracias.
The President mentioned the role of the Foundation as a humanitarian, social, and educational arm of FIBA. As pictures are worth more than 1,000 words, let's have a look at this video.
I cannot be holding on to something that cannot be changed, so it was up to me to fly or to fall. My parents gave me away, so I felt unwanted and I had no purpose in this life. Yeah. When you educate a woman, you educate a nation. It's a quote from Nelson Mandela, by the way.
Wow, those are powerful images and an important message. We hope that Basketball for Good activities can reach out to many more countries with your help. We are here at the flagship event of FIBA with the elite and the best players in the world. But we should never forget about how most of us got into the game in schoolyards and playgrounds as kids and youngsters. For me, it was on a playground in Orlando, Florida. We should provide these kids with the support that they deserve. We should not only develop their love for the game, but hopefully also teach them the values the game provides, which might help them to prepare for life. If you want to promote basketball for good, ask Florin Waninger for one of these really cool orange bracelets. It's a good way to promote the basket for good. As you know, we have two Hall of Famers with us tonight. Roberto Herrera from Cuba, who was inducted in 2015, and Oscar, who was inducted in 2010. You know, Oscar received a call way back when from the NBA, something that many players dream about. He's going to tell you what happened then. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the greatest scorers of all time, Oscar from Brazil. Welcome.
Thank you. First of all, I need to salute all the inductees, especially my friend Jeanette Arcane. 1979, I was playing for Sírio in Brazil. Was the best team I ever played in my life. On that year, we won everything. We won the São Paulo Championship. We won the Brazilian Championship, the South American Championship, and then we won the World Cup. This World Cup was 5 teams. The European Championship, Bosnia Sarajevo, and the second, Emerson Varese. And we won the championship. 1983 and 1984, me and Marcel de Souza, you know him by de Souza, we were playing for Caserta. And then 84 was the Olympic Games. After the Olympic Games, I was drafted by New Jersey Nets. They want me very hard. 6th round. I was the choice 128. This for 15 days of practice, and I went there 1 week of practice and 5 games as rookies. I arrived there and say to the coach, "Coach, here is 1 point a minute." And he watched me. "If you give me 20 minutes, I give you 20 points. If you give me more than 30, you can see 60. Okay. And it was 1 point a minute. I played in the 5 games, 25 minutes, and I scored 25 points a game. With this, and I knew everybody that was there. All the players that plays in Europe was there. And I beat them every night. So on that, oh, you're here. Beautiful. And they offered me a no-cut contract. And I refused it, of course. That was the easiest choice of my life. Because New Jersey Nets is a club. And if I play in that club, I could not play never more with my national team. That was my proud. In 1987, I think you all know, we beat them. We beat the national team for the first time in a game, 120 and 115. I say all this to you because the guy who gave me that opportunity is inducted tonight, Mr. Bogdan Tanjevic, maybe the best coach I ever had. I remember one day, he loved Jack Sikma. Jack Sikma was that guy who turned around and shoot. And he taught me that movement.
First time I did that in a game, I watched the bench, he was, "Bravo, Oscar!" And he was a great person, a guy that teach me many things. I came to Italy to live my dream. My dream was not going to NBA, because if I play one game there, I could not play never more with my national team. So I came to Italy on his invitation. After I play very good in that game of the World Cup, he keeps here. When he has the opportunity to go to Italy, he brings me to Italy. And I play good in Italy every year with him. I came recently married, and I go back to Brazil speaking 4 languages, 2 kids, and a better player. And the responsible for that was Tanjevic. We call him Boscha. Well-deserved, Boscha.
Thank you, Oscar, for that wonderful speech. This concludes the first part of the ceremony. We will resume after the first course. And now, please welcome on stage the lovely Dasha Yu and the elusive Joe Band. Enjoy. All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're very excited and very happy to be here tonight. My name is Dasha Yu, and we got Andrew on the keys and Ryan on the bass. We're gonna play some jazz tunes for you and hope you enjoyed it. What a difference a day made. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was fruity, today I'm out of beauty. My lonely nights are through, dear, since you said you were mine. Ooh, what a difference a day made. There's a rainbow before me. Skies above can be stormy. Since the moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss is heaven when you find romance on your menu. What a difference that day made. And the difference is you. What a difference between 24 little hours
Oui, tout à fait.
brought the sun and the flowers where they used to be. My yesterday was fruity. Today I'm out of beauty.
Oui, 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 oui.
My lonely nights are fruity. Since you said you were mine, ooh, what a difference a day made. There's a rainbow before me.
Il doit y avoir plusieurs avions.
Skies above can restore me.
Ok, super.
Since the moment of peace, that thrilling kiss, it's done when you find romance on your menu.
Ok, répétez.
Ooh, what a difference a day made. And the difference is you. What a difference a day made. And the difference is you. What a difference a day made. And the difference is you. Thank you very much. Cécile. Like Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Feel my happy song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. to the moon and let me sing of the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, oh my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Build my happy song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. Thank you very much. Sise. You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You always tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I've asked you, and then I ask you over again. Your only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you can make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't wanna wind up being part of broken heart. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. So please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You always tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I've asked you, and then I ask you over again. You only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you can make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't wanna wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. And please don't tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Perhaps, 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 Thank you, 谢谢。Look at me. I'm as selfless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging through a cloud. I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. And 1,000 violins begin to play, or it might be the sound of your hello. This music I hear, I get misty the moment you need. Don't you see that you're leading me on? But it's just what I want you to do. Can't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, would I wander through this wonderland alone? Never notice my right foot from my left, my head from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. say that you lead me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm my own. Would I wander through this wonderland alone? Never notice my right foot from my left, my head from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. And too much in love. Thank you very much, Sissy. We're gonna take a short break. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is now set for the main event of the day.
Prête pour la principale manifestation d'aujourd'hui, l'investiture des membres de la...
Here with me to honor the inductees of the 2019 class. So, let's think back. What was the best game ever played in the history of women's basketball? Many would say the 1996 Olympic final between USA and Brazil. I agree. I was there that day in Atlanta. On both teams, 3 FIBA Hall of Famers with Teresa Edwards, Macari Hortensia, and Magic Paula. And our first inductee. She scored 24 points in that game. As one of the most elegant players with incredible offensive skills, she became a true legend in her hometown of Sao Paulo and her country, Brazil. But there is more. Let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Janet Arcane from Brazil.
Well, Janet.
Congratulations.
Por favor.
Please stand between the two of us, please. Would you come?
Deux, s'il vous plaît.
Thank you so much. And we'll move a little bit towards the middle. Very good.
Okay. FIBA, the International Basketball
Ah, la
Federation,
Fédération internationale de basket a l'honneur d'investir Madame Janet
as
Arcane
a player into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Okay. Thank you.
We would love to have a few words from
Nous
you, Janet, please.
souhaiterions entendre quelques paroles de votre...
Ni hao. Hello, everyone. Dreams nourish the soul, and sport make me us to great path. This is a unique and magnificent moment to me. I came from a poor family background in Brazil with no expectation, but basketball transformed my life. I worked hard, really hard, and I gave up so much, but my dreams always feed me and urge me to be a better every moment. Basketball gave me all that matters first. My values, such as discipline, responsibility, dedication, respect, overcome difficulties, teamwork, and fair play. I'm grateful to my mom, Rita, for believing my dreams and support me in every decision. I also thank my friends, coaches, sponsors, teachers, teammates, and fans for supporting me at all times in my career. And I deep thanks the thousands of children and youngsters who experience and embrace the transformative power of through my institute. And last but not least, I would like to thank FIBA for the recognition and for allowing me to be with the best athletes in the world in the Hall of the Fame class 2019. Thank you very much. Merci. And xexé.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Miss Arcane. She was one of the most dominating centers in basketball history. She was sort of the Yao Ming of women's basketball. As a matter of fact, standing 2 meters 18, she was the tallest female player ever in FIBA competition. But if you think her size was the only threat, you were terribly wrong. We saw this in France, where I watched her play. She was very appreciated by everyone there. Her soft touch, her outstanding timing, and her ability to read the game made her an outstanding player. At age 37, she left us way too early, but she will never be forgotten. Let's see the video. Miss Margot Didek from Poland, inducted posthumously into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Today with us are her two sons, her husband and the boy's grandfather, her sister Katarzyna, with daughter Maria, and her sister Marta. Margot's family will accept the award on her behalf. Please give them a round of applause. Please come this way. Welcome.
Thank you, grandfather. Bueno. FIBA, the International Basketball
La Fédération internationale de basket a l'honneur d'investir
Miss
un
Margot
titre
Didek
posthume,
as a
Madame
player
Margot
into
Didek,
the
comme
2019
joueuse de la
class
promotion de
of the FIBA
2019.
Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much.
Please come this way a little bit. That's good.
Congratulations. Huh?
Thank you.
Yes. Very much fun. Father.
As you can see, the apple never falls far away from the tree. The family has asked me to mention that they have created a foundation in Margot's name. This foundation will support basketball, especially young people. Please contact them directly if you would like to learn more about it. Thank you. The inductees of today's class assembled a total of 75 medals in FIBA competition, besides claiming a total of 10 National League titles in his native country of Bulgaria. Our next inductee never won a medal in international competition, but he was nevertheless one of the best European players of his era, being selected 4 times to the European Championship All-Tournament team and being twice the top scorer of the Eurobasket. But there's more. Let's have a look. I guess we could say he was sort of the Oscar Schmidt of Bulgarian basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the great Atanas Gulliver from Bulgaria.
Atanas.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Stand this way a little bit more.
FIBA, the International
La Fédération internationale de basket a l'honneur d'investir M. Atanas Gulliver
as a player into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Aquí tengo. Ah, okay.
A few words from you, Monsieur Golomeev, please.
Golomeev, s'il vous plaît.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, when they called me a few months ago from FIBA, in first few hours, I thought somebody is joking, because 35 years after I quit with basketball, it was very strange. I was trying to figure who is that friend who is joking with me. Later on, I received an email, so I started to believe that this is happening. So I'm very happy to be among you and all these giants of the game. But the only thing I would like to say is that basketball is a team game. It's not an individual sport. So all of us here, those giants, without our teammates, could do a lot, but not much. So I received that induction, this nominee, as a nomination of all my generation and the one before, which were one of the best generations in European and world basketball. So thank you very much for the attention and have a nice evening.
Atanas Gulliver, a true giant of Bulgarian basketball. When Yao Ming was inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield in 2016, he mentioned the name of our next inductee in his speech with the following words. He is a legend. He once came to Springfield to study basketball before returning to China to give all of his life to the game. That says a lot of this gentleman who will be inducted today posthumously. Being a player in the first Olympic basketball tournament in 1936 in Berlin, he went on to become the godfather of coaching in China and forming several generations of basketball coaches and promoting the game into the most popular sport in this gigantic country. Here is the proof. Mr. Mo Zua-Yun, inducted posthumously into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Today, with us are his daughter, Mo Ili, and his grandson, Chang Tong, accepting award on his behalf. Welcome.
FIBA,
La FIBA, la Fédération internationale de basket, a l'honneur d'investir à titre posthume M. Mou Zouyoun en tant qu'entraîneur dans la promotion 2019 du Hall of Fame de la FIBA.
Madame.
Thank you to the Mo family. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next inductee is the third lady in the 2019 class, and her name is synonymous with women's basketball. She was a decorated player, but her unprecedented success at the highest level was achieved as a coach. She coached and still is coaching some of the best players in the world. She regularly appears with much success at the FIBA World Cup, Olympics, and international club competition. Let's look at these images. Please welcome this legendary coach, Natalia Hekova from the Slovak Republic. Congratulations.
La FIBA, la Fédération internationale de basket, a l'honneur d'investir Madame Natalia Heshkova en tant qu'entraîneur dans la promotion 2019 du Hall of Fame de la FIBA. Félicitations.
We'd love to hear your thoughts, Natalia.
Now, most difficult part of this moment.
Difficile.
I have to say that I am really, really very proud to be in between these perfect people.
Trouvé parmi toutes ces personnes.
I'm very proud to come to this Hall of Fame from small country like Slovakia, from women's basketball. It means very, very much for me. I'm proud to be in between people like, for example, Coach Lydia Alexeyeva, like many other perfect players, one name, Michael Jordan. So it means for me a lot. I think God loves me because on my way in basketball, He gave me many perfect people, many perfect managers, many good assistant coaches, and great players. And that's why I'm here. That's why FIBA put eye on me. And thank you very much to everybody. And I don't want to forget my family and my biggest fan, Mom.
Thank you for these inspiring words, Natalia. This concludes the first part of the induction ceremony. We will resume after the main dish. Please enjoy your meal and the Dasha Yu and the elusive Joe Band. Thank you.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth moving then. Feel my heart burst again. So this is the end. I've drowned in dreamless moment. So overdue I own them. Swept away and stolen. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together. Let sky fall. Let sky fall. Skyfall is where we start. 1,000 miles and poles apart, where worlds collide and days that die. You may have my number, you may take my name, but you never have my heart. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall and face it all together. Let sky fall. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. I know I'll never be me without that security and your love. Thank you. Cécile. dance like a sorority. Under your dress, right by your ear. It's creeping down sweetly, it's definitely. There's nothing more deadly than a slow-growing fear. Life was full and fruitful, you could take a real bite. But just pouring well, you used to lie. But the shadow it grows and takes the depth away. Living broken down pieces of this restless relay. The shell where it grows, the shell where it grows. Living till we go into the fatal line. The shell where it grows, the shell where it grows. Living till we go down, deeper down. If we build all those bridges, don't want them to get out of dust, or golden voluntarily out of constant trust. The clock is ticking, it's like a couple of ticks. And there won't be a body with a withering flux. And there won't be a body with a withering flux. And there won't be a body with a withering flux. And there won't be a body with a withering flux. With a withering flux, smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago, West and Maze. Across the north and south to Chicago, love was saved. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. Smooth operator. To burn down, to burn down, down to burn down, yeah. Down to burn down. Thank you, Sissy. I've seen the world, done it all, in my gig now. Diamonds brilliant and better now. It's summer nights, mid-July, when you and I were forever wild. Crazy days, city lights, the way you play with me like a child. Will you still love me when I got nothing but my aching soul? Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm not young and beautiful? I've seen the world, lead it out as my stage now. Channeling angels in new age now. It's summer nights, rock and roll, the way you play on the annual show. All the way I've got to know your pretty face and electric soul. Dear God, when I get to heaven, please let me bring my man. When he comes, tell me that you let him. Father, tell me if you can. Oh, that grace, oh, that body, oh, that face makes me wanna party. He's my son, he makes me shine like diamonds. Will you still love me when I'm no longer young, beautiful? Will you still love me when I've got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm not young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I'm no longer young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I've got nothing but my aching soul? I know you will, I know you will, I know that you will. Will you still love me when I'm not young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I'm not young and beautiful? Will you still love me when I'm not young and beautiful? Thank you. Sí, sí. On the land in a beautiful sea, I just to be happy. You and I, were like diamonds in the sky. We were shooting stars, see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we could born right away, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the light inside your eyes, shine bright. You and I were beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I too so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Bones rise to the universe as we moonshine and believe. Feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. We were shooting the stars, see a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we could born right away. I saw the light inside your eyes tonight. You and I shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, beautiful, with diamonds in the sky, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, beautiful, like diamonds in the sky, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright tonight, you and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. It's so alive, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright tonight, you and I. Thank you very much. Meet you downstairs in a bar, your rolled up sleeves and your scout t-shirt. You said, what did you do with him today? And sniff me out like I was Tanqueray. 'Cause you're my fellow, my guy. Help me yourself, I apply. By the time I'm out the door, you tear me down like Roger Moore. I've cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Upstairs in bed with my ex-boy. He's in the place, but I can't get you. I'm thinking of you in a final frozen. This is where my bastard goes. Run out to meet your chips and Peter. You say when we marry, 'cause you're not Peter. There'll be none of him no more. I cry for you on a kitchen floor. I've cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. I've cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you that I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. Sweet reunion, Jamaica and Spain. We're like how we were again. I'm thinking of you in a pile of roses. This is where my passer goes. Run out to meet your chips and Peter. You see when we marry, 'cause you're not Peter. There we got a him no more. I cry for you 7604. I've treated myself like I knew I would. I told you that I was trouble. You know that I'm no good. I've cheated myself like I knew I would. I told you that I was trouble. Oh, oh, oh. You know that I'm no good. Ba-da-ba-bam, da-da-ba-bam, da-da-dum-dum, ba-da-ba-bam, 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 ba-da-dum-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you so much. Please give it up for Ryan on the bass all the way from the United States and Andrew on the keys all the way from Russia. Thank you so much.
I go and get him, and we go. Mr. President, would you join me again on stage? Welcome back to the second part of the induction ceremony of the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. President Muratori is with me again to honor some extraordinary personalities of our sport. Our next inductee is one of the rare U.S. players that competed in 2 FIBA World Cups and also in the Olympics. He medaled in all 3 of them. He started gaining experience at FIBA competition already at the age of 18 as a high school player. There are not many players that know the international game better than him, a game that he started to dominate at the 1994 FIBA World Cup in Toronto and the 2000 Olympics in Sydney. Let's have a look at his career. gentlemen, please welcome the great Alonzo Mourning from the USA.
Hey, my friend, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right.
Welcome.
How are you? Thank you so much. FIBA, the International Basketball Federation, is honored to induct Mr. Alonzo Mourning as a player into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Would you step forward a little bit? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Would love to hear a few words from you, Alonzo.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All right. It is a tremendous honor to be here. You know, FIBA could have got a larger podium for all of us, you know. All right, all these basketball players here. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, it's been an amazing journey. It truly has, you know, and just sitting here looking at my fellow inductees, it just reminds me of how proud I am to be a part of such an amazing game that has stretched so many borders and affected so many lives across the globe. So I'm very proud to be a part of this game, all right? You know, one thing that resonates with us all as players and coaches and what have you is we can all think back to when it all started. The influences, the relationships, you know, how it all started, how that journey started for us. And I'm gonna tell you, on December 25th, 1978, I received my first basketball on Christmas from my father. That's when it all started for me. That one present when I was 8 years old transformed my life and set me on a journey that I couldn't imagine in my wildest dreams. I had no idea something as simple as a round ball could produce endless possibilities for me. I've traveled the world, I've competed and won on almost every level. From AAU basketball to high school basketball, junior high school basketball, college, world championship, the Olympic gold medal. I have set records that have not even been broken yet. I've graduated with a world-class education from one of the top colleges in America, Georgetown University. Basketball did all of that for me. Even more, I've used the game of basketball as a platform on which to launch my foundation, whose mission is to provide equitable educational opportunities for children and families in very low socioeconomic areas. Most importantly, the game has allowed me to take care of my family and loved ones. And now I stand before you being inducted into the FIBA Hall of Fame because of my accomplishments in the game of basketball. I am honored, truly honored, and am incredibly blessed. While I have done some remarkable things athletically, I'm certain that the game of basketball has done more for me than I've done for the game of basketball. I want to thank my parents. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my foster mom for her early influence on my life and development. I also want to thank my teachers, my coaches, all my coaches that I've had that helped contribute to this particular moment, and all of my teammates, all the guys that had to pass me the basketball. I want to thank them for that, contributing to this amazing journey. I also want to thank FIBA, the selection committee, for identifying that my on-court accomplishments were worthy of this particular honor. So thank you so much, FIBA. Finally, I salute my fellow honorees. It is quite an accolade to be associated with such an esteemed and respected group of professionals. Thank you again, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Alonzo Mourning, for those inspiring words. Congratulations. We can see that Alonzo has stayed in shape. The President mentioned it in his welcome speech. Our next inductee is a leading member of the golden generation of Argentinian basketball. He is an Olympic champion. He is an NBA champion. He often gave a hard time to his fellow inductees like Zoe or Pickering Ortiz. Bon, enough words. Let's look at this video. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the great all-around big man from Argentina, Fabricio Oberto. Congratulations. Hello.
FIBA, the International Basketball Federation, is honored to induct Mr. Fabricio Oberto as a player into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Muchísimas gracias.
Muy gracias. El podio para usted.
Gracias.
El podio.
We love to hear from you, Fabricio.
Buenas tardes, buenas noches. No sé cómo viene en esta hora con el cambio. Primero, agradecer a FIBA, a Horacio, que realmente hemos pasado muchos momentos de llevar lo que era la selección argentina de un estado a otro, y uno realmente no piensa muchas veces en estas distinciones.
You don't perhaps think about these honors, these distinctions. It's basically you're just taken up with the passion of the moment. You're playing the game. And you never believe that such an honor will be awarded to you. You're just doing your best for your squad. So, as I've said, we've worked together a lot, and to play for Argentina was a great honor as well. And also, it's a great team, a very well-melded team. So I'd like to thank my parents because they inculcated a strong work ethic in me. I'd like to thank my family as well. And we were talking about Ortiz. I mean, I could say I copied everything that he did, really, all of his movements. And so I think watching him play was a great motivation for me. So I have to say, I never imagined this would happen, and I have to say it's a really great honor to be with you here today and receiving this honor. And there's also Julia Lori as well. And I think there's such people that keep us in the sport, who really support us. And I'm very grateful to them for that, and I'm very grateful for all the support that I've had over the years, and I think thanks to them as well, that some of us can be a bit difficult to deal with and a bit difficult as well. So I'd like to thank those who've borne with me over the years. I'd like to thank my trainers, my coaches, all the people who work behind the scenes to really to get a good player together and to get a good team onto the court. And we're talking about the golden generation, but I think here, you can see one of these images up here. This was just before the Olympics, the Olympic final. And now I think I actually won a number of the bounces, really, and I got a number of points, though. But my real memory of it, though, is a member of it of a team, as a team. So, thanks to all of you, and so this is one of the things that have kept me going through life, really, and I think it is a success and a work of things. These are the main words in my dictionary, and thank you very much, and it is an honor to be in such company. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Fabrizio. Congratulations. Nowhere has anyone made those shoes look so elegant. He is a giant in Puerto Rican sports, as the center of his national team. This next fact is amazing. He competed in no less than 4 FIBA World Cups and 4 Olympics. Very few basketball legends have a longer or more illustrious career in FIBA basketball. Let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jose Pickering Ortiz. Congratulations. Please stand over here.
FIBA, the International Basketball Federation, is honored to induct Mr. Jose Pickering Ortiz as a player into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Pickering. Queremos escucharlo.
Your thoughts, Jose?
Hola a todos, muy buenas tardes.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Ni hao.
And ni hao. Could I thank you for nominating me and for promoting me to the Hall of Fame. I would like to thank my fellow class members as well. Sometimes we faced each other on the court in this sport, which is so important to us, and it is because of this sport that we're all here together this afternoon. Over recent years, I've represented Puerto Rico, my country, and I've received recognition in my country for my sporting achievements in basketball. I would like to repeat my gratitude to my family, to my children, and my wife, Gabrielle. And I would like to thank my friends, my teachers, my coaches. I would like to thank my mentors. I would like to thank the Federation as well. I would like to thank the National Federation, the Olympic Committee. And I would like to thank the people of Puerto Rico as well because of their support. And I would like to thank the Oregon State University authorities as well, and for all those who were involved in my career. Luckily, I have been able to be happy in my life and in my achievements. And today I am an ambassador of my country, my beloved home country, Puerto Rico. And we have achieved a number of victories, and we have to come together to face injustice. And we also have been brought together by sport. And it is a great pride that I feel that I played under my own flag, with my flag together against other sovereign countries from around the world. And we celebrate our sovereignty through sport only in my country. And for that reason, that throughout my professional career, 26 years playing basketball, I have worked in countries such as Greece, Spain, Venezuela, and I'm very grateful to all those clubs that I've been involved with, and I've always represented my island when doing that. My professional career representing Puerto Rico offered me an opportunity to develop as a person, to make achievements, and I've also got to know a lot of people around the world. What I would hope today is that all others in my country can achieve that as well. We hear from many countries around the world, and to you, the representatives, I would say if you haven't visited my country, and if you haven't done so, then you've missed the most beautiful island in the world. It has wonderful food, we have wonderful beaches, we have turquoise waters, and you can see wonderful forests, and the best of the island is our people and the warm welcome that we give all visitors. We're more than just an island. It is my home country, and I feel most honored, I feel most proud that I receive this recognition today, which I do on behalf of all my country. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Pickering. Now we'll talk about another personality that was greatly appreciated when he worked in France. Born in Montenegro, he became a true coaching legend like many other coaching icons of the former Yugoslavia. He was a successful national team coach, being at the helm of several countries, including his home country, Montenegro. Let's discover the highlights of his glorious career. welcome the legendary European coach, Bogdan Boja Tonjevic.
Profesor.
Congratulations, Boja.
FIBA, the International Basketball Federation, is honored to induct Mr. Bogdan Tonjevic as a coach into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, el podio.
A few words with Boja.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. My first sensation it's proud, clear. I'm very proud to be here with you, divide with these great players and great coaches this evening. Then I feel I'm sentimental. When I saw Oscar Schmidt speaking, I could be crying. He's very easy to crying also. I remember so many things behind with my players. First of all, my proud it's life divided with my players, with my assistant coaches, with clubs and national teams I coached all these years. I try to don't hurt nobody of the players, first of all, the maximum respect for the players, then for the organization, my assistants, my federations. I have here represented 4 national teams, general secretary from Montenegro, Italia, Turkey and Yugoslavia. Somehow I feel this FIBA like a competition of the national teams. I would like to see in the future much more respect from the basketball world for this competition. I'm on the side, every time of the side of the FIBA, of the side of the idea to play also so-called windows during the season. I don't see no one reason to don't have the national team on the complete, and that's the theme for the next relationship with the NBA, for my opinion. I'm very proud of my family life. I'm with my wife, 50 years married, with my son Boris, who is here, the youngest one. I'm a basketball family. We are a basketball family growing together. I'm very proud of my clubs. My first, the biggest love, Boston, Sarajevo, then Yugoslavia national team, then Caserta, Juventus Caserta, excellent team where I worked with Oscar Schmidt. 4 years, great guys, great team, great president. Then after I was in Stefanel, Trieste and Milan 10 years, then after 2 years in France, in Limoges, and I feel a little bit also representative of the French basketball I love very much. There is also president here and my friend Goran Radonjic. So somehow I believe in this movement, basketball movement, and I would like to see the movement go ahead with more and more success. I thank you another time for your presence here, or one more time, hoping that basketball will grow every day more and more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Tonjevic, for this important message. Thank you so much. Our next inductee was considered one of the best players ever from Africa. And he is only the second inductee from that continent in the player category. He was a scoring machine and led his native country, Egypt, to several medals in national team competition. Here is more. the Egyptian great Medat Warda. Congratulations, sir.
Mr. Moshen Medat Warda, FIBA, the International Basketball Federation, is honored to induct Mr. Moshen, a player, into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Congratulations. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
A few of your thoughts, Mr. Warda.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have the honor, I'm very proud to be here, really with the best players in the world. I was a swimmer in the beginning. I was champ of Egypt in swimming, and then I changed when I was 15 to start basketball. Then after 2 years, I played in the first team. I played in Al Ittihad club in Alexandria. Then after 1 year, I played with the national team. I played 2 Olympic Games. I was the best in the Arab world and in Africa, so I want to speak a little bit in Arabic. أنا بشكر الفيبا على وجودي هنا وبشكر الاتحاد الأفريقي و especially Mr. Pele. I don't know if he's here or not. Mr. Pele, I thank him very much. He was one of the best players in Africa in the 70s. I want to also to thank الاتحاد المصري, the Egyptian Federation, Dr. Frecha, and Mr. Tolba. He was one of the best players in Africa also and in Egypt, Tolba. أنا برحب بالجميع, everybody, and my son is here. He is also a very good player in basketball. هو لاعب باسكتبول كويس. بشكر جميع اللي كانوا معايا الحقيقة على مستوى السنين الطويلة من اللاعبين والمدربين. مرة تانية بشكر الجميع وأنا فخور جدا إن أنا في وسط أحسن لاعبين في العالم. Thank you again. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Warda. Thank you. He was one of the most influential players in European and international basketball. Growing up in Prague, former Czechoslovakia, he soon started to be very successful in European Cup competition. Standing 2'6", he dominated the boards on both ends, also in national team competition. Let's find out more about his career. Inducted into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Mr. Zidek cannot be with us, unfortunately, for health reasons. Please welcome his son, Jan Zidek, to accept the award on his behalf. Congratulations.
FIBA, the International Basketball Federation, is honored to induct Mr. Jeffrey Zidek as a player into the 2019 class of the FIBA Hall of Fame. Acá. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Zidek, and all our best to your father. Thank you.
Thank you.
This concludes the second part of the induction ceremony, and a perfect dinner would not be complete without a delicious dessert. Enjoy the band, and we'll see you for the final celebrations shortly.
Muy bien, thank you. Thank you.
Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Yeah. Change, change, change. Change of rules. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man. But I found out, yeah, I'm just a link in your chain. You got me where you want me. I am nothing but your fool. You treat me big. Oh, you treat me fool. Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Yeah. Change, change, change. Change of rules. Every chain, it's got a weak link. I might be a weak child, but I give you strength. You told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. Oh, but your loving is much too strong. I'm headed to you. Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Yeah. Change, change, change. rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Dance with me, sway with ease. When we sway, we have a way with ease. Dance with me, sway with me. All the dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have the magic technique. When we sway, I go weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me feel as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Where marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, sway me, sway me, sway me, sway me now. With mommy and daddy, stay divine. summertime, summertime sadness. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. I got that summertime, I got that summertime, I got that summertime, summertime sadness. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. I got that summertime, summertime sadness. I got that summertime, I got that summertime, I got that summertime, summertime sadness. Okay, thank you very much. Let me introduce you once again, Ryan, all the way from Texas, and Andrew, all the way from Russia, and my name is Dasha Yu. It was an honor to sing for you tonight. Thank you very much for inviting us, and thank you for your energy and your support.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mesdames et messieurs,
what a wonderful ceremony.
quelle merveilleuse
Thank you
cérémonie.
so much for your warm participation. Thank you deep from our hearts. What a wonderful start to the FIBA World Cup that will be officially opened tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome FIBA Secretary General, Mr. Andreas Zeklis, on stage for some closing remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Bonjour.
And what a great celebration we had so far. Great pleasure for me to address our inductees, first and foremost, and our distinguished guests this afternoon. It's a big day for FIBA, an important day, a day with 3 events, and each of them is really demonstrating who we are and what we do. This morning we had 3 workshops with more than 160 national federations discussing, interacting, learning from each other how to develop the game of basketball. Tonight we will have the opening ceremony of the biggest ever World Cup. But we are not only developing the game, and this history for FIBA is in the hands of our foundation, FIBA's foundation, and not only the FIBA Hall of Fame, but our museum, our exhibition at the Patrick Baumann House of Basketball, and all other items that are there, our library, to protect the heritage of our sport, are handled by our foundation under the leadership of Sheikh Saud and its board, and under the leadership administratively of Florian Wanniger and his team, and I thank them all very much. Well, we couldn't have chosen, I think, a greater or a better place to celebrate the induction of these great players and coaches, because we're a global game and we are blessed to be a global game. And this ceremony is the best way for us to honor these great contributors to our sport in front of the assembly of FIBA, of more than 160 national federations. That is, in reality, the most global gathering in the world of basketball that you can get. And it is for this purpose exactly that we chose Beijing here to have this ceremony the day of our Congress. And of course, referring to Beijing, I couldn't but mention, starting of course with our inductees that are not any longer with us, the great figure that has been for Chinese basketball, the patriarch of Chinese basketball, Mo Zhongjun, who put the seed for what is today a 3 that grows and grows and grows, and that is Chinese basketball. And I'm sure he's somewhere smiling for this day because his team is not only participating, his team, his country, is organizing a World Cup for the first time in its history. And of course, we honor the big Polish lady, Margot Didek, such a dominant presence in the paint, unforgettable. Also, Jerzy Zidek, a player who dominated the court in the 70s and in the 60s. And if you knew at that time where Mr. Zidek would take Czechoslovakia, a powerhouse, when he started at the age of 19, making his debut at the national team. An impressive career, a player that really marked the history of European basketball at a time, at a turning time, at a time where the World Cups came to Europe. Please do not forget, the first editions were all in South America. And in 1970, Borislav Stankovic said, I can do it at home. And he organized the 1970 World Cup in Yugoslavia. And Mr. Zidek played the 72 Olympics against our friend Ruperto, who is here, in Munich. We also honor today Atanas Gulliver, a scorer like very few that we have seen in European basketball. A scorer who had this killer's instinct, but who came today to the podium and said, I would not be here without my team. And of course, I would dare say his team would not be without him in so many consecutive Eurobaskets. And at that time, Eurobasket was only 12 teams. It was not 24 as today. It was an accomplishment by itself to participate in the top European basketball competition. Janet, you have been a pillar of a dynasty. This dynasty of Brazilian basketball in the 90s that you were a fundamental part of is a big legacy for today's management of the Brazilian Basketball Federation. And I think the presence of another legend next to you, Oscar, speaks for itself on your achievements on the court. Thank you very much, because you showed that a girl from Sao Paulo that has dreams, if she puts the work, she can make it happen and go all the way to the top. Picolin, if one opens a dictionary, because a dictionary was mentioned today, and the word, and looking for a word, or the meaning of what it means to be national team captain, don't be surprised if your photo is there, because you have shown with your leadership on the court, but also in the locker room, what it means to be the captain of the national team. Thank you very much. Fabricio, I don't think many players in this world can claim that they have won as much as you have won. A gold Olympic medal and an NBA title, and not being from the United States. I think your induction today is the start for the golden generation. Another start. And a generation that showed how you can transform a defeat in a FIBA Youth Championship in Melbourne in '97 into fuel for incredible successes at the senior level with the men's national team. Alonzo, you are a distinguished member of our family, the FIBA family, which includes the NBA family. And we thank you very much because your example shows what it means for a player to play for the national team, both before and after becoming an NBA superstar. And that puts you into a club, a very close club, of people who have both a World Cup medal and an Olympic medal. Thank you very much. To our coaches, a special mention to Ms. Heikova. She has been a tremendous force at the end of the bench, and she has shaped so many top female players for so long. And her successes at European level speak for themselves. I would like to close with Coach Stanjevic. Coach Stanjevic, wherever he went, he simply won. That is remarkable. He mentioned the national teams. One could also put next to that the clubs that he coached. And one could also put next to that the Hall of Famers that belonged to his teams, one of them being here with us tonight. And I'm sure you are very proud seeing today the country with the smallest population ever playing the FIBA World Cup, Montenegro, featuring among the 32 teams of the FIBA Basketball World Cup, China 2019. Congratulations to the inductees. Thank you very much for what you have done in our sport and for what I'm sure you can still give to our sport. Thank you very much. We are grateful to you, and now we would like to invite you on the stage for the usual picture of the FIBA Hall of Fame 2019 class. I would like also to invite Oscar and Ruperto, and of course, FIBA President Horacio Muratore to join us.
Yes, we're going to line up for a photo here, if you will.
I must say something. I must say something. If you allow me. I have not seen before an induction ceremony where a player comes here and says thank you to his biggest opponent. And that is what Mr. Warda did tonight. Because not only you put Egypt on the very top with these 2 AfroBasket titles, but you came here and you said, and you reminded Alphonse, I gave you a hard time on the court. And that is a remarkable thing to do. Thank you very much, Mr. Warda.
Could we do 2 lines? Have to maybe get people closer together? Oh, everybody to the right a little bit. Yes. To your left. Her right and your left. Thank you, Mr. Zaklis. Thank you, President Muratore, and congratulations to the FIBA Hall of Fame class of 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the official part of the evening. Please enjoy your last glass of wine or coffee with us. Thank you for coming, and hopefully we'll see you again next year. We have an announcement that's important concerning the opening ceremony. Accreditations, tickets, and information on bus transport for the FIBA World Cup opening ceremony can be obtained at the Congress registration desk immediately after the ceremony. The registration desk is in the hall just outside. Ah oui.
Vous êtes une fierté.
Je suis très honoré d'être là.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Accreditations, tickets, and information on bus transport for the FIBA World Cup opening ceremony can be obtained at the Congress registration desk immediately after the ceremony in the hall. Thank you so much. Great job.